All right, we are live. Boop, boop, doop, boop, boop, doop, boop, boop, doop, boop, doop, boop, doop, boop, boop, doop, boop, boop, doop.
You know, when we get famous and they want us on the Food Network,
Absolutely.
we can say, "Look, we'll take care of our own theme song." It's pretty simple.
Yeah,
it's got
yeah,
an easy beat
yeah.
and it's easy to dance to.
Yeah, I know, boy. We'll be twisting it. We'll be twisting it to that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We've already got a viewer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, we did. Hold on.
Yeah.
You know what? From here, it looks like a 1, but it's actually a 0. So we don't have viewers yet, but who cares? O-M for Rick and G. So tell everybody what we're making, and then we got I got some special news about what you were doing. So.
All right. So today, if you don't know, Stephanie and I switch it up every week. So one week she picks a recipe, and the next week I pick a recipe. And this is my very own original roasted beet and kale salad with roasted walnuts and feta cheese. Yum. That is what we're doing today. And Stephanie and I are in various stages of cooking because we're not in the same kitchen. And my beets are roasting right now, and my walnuts are going to roast in a minute. This is really quite a simple put together recipe that can be a main course or it could be a side dish.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sounds so amazing. So this is exciting. Tell everybody what just happened for you today. Well, it happened like a few days ago. But what did you receive in the mail today? So
if my friends are watching and they know my book.
Hold it up. I want to take a picture. Keep on.
My book that I co-authored is here, right in my hands. Look at the size of this thing. It's like the size, it's like a phone book. It's like a yellow page phone book. And it is we sold out on Monday. So we sold out on Amazon, #1 in health and wellness. I think we came after, we came #2 in bestsellers because I think Matthew McConaughey is ahead of us.
Oh my God. What?
But we came #1 in movers and shakers. So this book is full of women from all over Canada. And we've each shared a story in there. We were tasked to do a 365-word little story about ourselves. And I'll just show you mine. I won't read it to you, but you gotta buy the book. You got to buy the book. There are a couple of celebrities in here, like Jan Arden. You may not be familiar. She's a Canadian artist. Okay. Jan Arden and Biff Naked. And Tosca Reno from Oxygen magazine is in here.
Nice. Oh, wow.
And here I am, right there. Oh, not there. There.
Go Siobhan! Go Siobhan!
I know, right?
God, that's so amazing.
So exciting. And I think Tosca Reno. I had no idea. I was expecting a really small book to come, like a standard size book. There's Tosca.
Okay.
Like a standard size book, and it's huge. So they're going back on sale. We had to go back to the printer and say, look, man, you got to give us more copies because not only have the co-authors ordered a poop ton, but, it's like one of those things you can advertise it all you want, but then the day comes and everybody and their dog wants it.
Right.
I may have a couple extra books. Available. Yeah, I may have a couple extra books coming my way. I don't quite know. I'll know on Saturday. But Friday, Amazon is releasing more books. So stay tuned. I will let Stephanie know as soon as I know, and we'll put it all across the social media platforms.
Well, I'm already on the waiting list for tomorrow.
Yes, and you can do that. You can go into Amazon and go on the waiting list for this book right here. Inspirational stories, and it's just amazing. There's Ellen Bradley Chung. She's a friend of mine. She's in here as well. And the way this book came about, I'll just say quickly.
Yeah, please.
It really was women inspiring women. And it was almost like a chain effect. Do you know somebody who has an inspirational story? So my friend Ellen actually reached out to myself and another Hilarity member, Tanya, and said, would you be interested in partaking in this book? And of course, the first thing is I think is, who, me? What am I? I can't be in a book with all these other people like me and Jan Arden in the same book. Like, she's on TV. She's a multi-million-dollar recording artist, and Biff Naked and Toscarino and Lorna Vanderhag, all these people who I know. Lorna developed a whole line of supplements. And I can't do that. And then my other, thank God, my smarter voice said, "You're doing this. You're doing this."
Absolutely.
And then then it sort of disappeared from my peripheral. Like, I did it. I submitted it, my entry, and I didn't have any edits or anything on it. They just sent it back. Looks great. We'll approve it. And then I never really thought about it. And now it's here, and it's so heavy, like the power. Like, I can feel the energy in this book.
And I can feel it right here.
It is quite overwhelming. And all of I'll show it up close. See, those are all the authors' names.
Wow.
All over the front and back cover. So
wow.
I'm going to put it aside because we're dealing with beets. And I don't want to get any red on the white.
I can't wait to have that on my coffee table. I
am so excited. Yes. Yeah. I am really excited. So, yay! And Stephanie, please, tell me where you are. We should probably start cooking.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, I'm in Huntersville, North Carolina.
I mean, tell us where you are in your cooking.
All right, so
in the competition.
Yeah, always a competition. Holy shit. Okay, so I already roasted my walnuts, and here's what I like to do. When it adds for roasted, like any type of nut, I do 2 to 3 times the amount, because that flavor of a roasted nut adds just a powerful punch. And another thing that I do with my kale is I leave it on. I buy it in these long stems instead of in the bag, because when you want to tear the kale off of the stem, and it's a lot harder to do that when you have when they're all chopped up. I'm almost about to throw that in the trash. Hold on. This goes in the trash. That goes in the bowl. And then I've already, pre-done that. And then I roasted my beets in my Instapot. Right. And for the oil, Siobhan, you're going to love this. I did a garlic and rosemary infused olive oil just over in the pan, just a little bit, heated it up, and then have had it like soaking, and it is amazing.
I'm sure it is, because I actually still didn't get my rosemary. It's out on a bush outside, but I don't care. Girl. It's okay. Well, I have to take off my thing and then my thing. Yeah. And you know what? It's okay. It's okay.
Exactly.
And you still, it's still so funny, Stephanie, because what I've been trying to ask you now, my last 2 questions is, how are you doing in the Bon Appetit competition is what I was talking about. But thank you so much for sharing about the recipe.
Holy shit, like we don't spread ourselves too thin.
Oh my gosh.
So girl, so right now at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 6 p.m. your time, that is when the clock hits the top 5. So we've been in the top 10, and this whole week we've been voting for the top 5. Now the top 5 go to the next round, and which is going to be the top 3. And then like next week. Okay, so this week we voted on the top 5. Starting tonight, we'll be voting for top 3 for the next week. And then it goes top 2, and then it goes to all the number 1s in all the groups. Right. All right. Wow. And so I'm still holding within the top 3. But you know what? The point is, okay, that's fine for the last few weeks. But it's soon going to be where I need to be number 1 if I'm going to go and compete with all the number 1s, guys. Thank you for your votes. Thank you for your continued support. Like I said, the billion zillion $billion prize for me is that feature in the Bon Appetit magazine. Yeah, $50,000. Woo! Yeah. Thank you. I'm gonna start a food truck, a DeFi Rickin' Licious food truck.
You are.
A big thing for me is that 2-page spot in Bon Appetit magazine.
Man, yeah. Just think about.
Thank you, Siobhan.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Just
look at us, movers and shakers. Hey,
I know.
Like we are really. It just goes to show you that people are thriving in 2021, and you need to have, and that's the thing that I've been coming to realize, is you need to have people who thrive. Yeah. There needs to, I just haven't been used to being one of those people. Although through my life, I have, I have thrived, but I never really put myself on the next level, because I never thought I deserved to be on the next level. And I've never invested so much time in myself and my business as I have in 2020.
So where do you think that mindset of unworthiness comes from, Siobhan?
Oh, Lord. Well, I think it came from growing up being bullied, growing up in an alcoholic home. You know, when you grow up in an alcoholic home, the alcoholic's reality is not reality.
Right.
So when you come home from school, or for me, it was school, and what you see is your reality and what you know is real, but then there's somebody else telling you that what you're seeing or going through, it's like being gaslighted, right? Which a lot of alcoholics, my father was a gaslighting narcissist. So there's that. So when you have both parents telling you that what you're seeing is not reality, or brainwashing you into something else, that just sort of takes a toll.
Right.
Not only on your self-esteem, but in your sense of reality. You start to tell yourself that, oh, I can't be right. I've never, that wasn't right before. It's all sort of a brainwashing process for me.
Subliminal. It starts to infiltrate your subliminal mind.
That's right, subliminal. And then growing up and being bullied, of course, again, I just became a very small person who only thought, I never strived in school. I just always wanted to be average.
Right.
I just thought, well, as long as I'm passing, because my my sister took care of doing the high grades and doing all that. But I think everybody at some point in their life suffers from that lack of self-worth, right?
Yeah, absolutely, Siobhan. And that's what Amy and I were speaking of yesterday, the importance of that self-development. And that's where I came to the realization, God, 15, almost 20 years ago, that the implementation of a curriculum in every school around the world, that's just as important as understanding science, as understanding spelling, as understanding history, as understanding math, is that self-awareness, that personal development, that, teaching real life skills. And it's not about just surviving. It's about thriving. It's about, because we're not here to just exist. We are here. It's our birthright to live in a state of joy and to thrive. And if that were taught in every single school system, like, for instance, just some of the things that you've shared with me, that you would go to school and, okay, so you said that your mother was an alcoholic, your daddy was an asshole narcissist, but then you go to school and you're told, you are worthy. You matter. You can do anything. What do you love to do? What lights you up? What do you like as a kid? Like, what's your favorite cartoon? Who's your favorite? I mean, that there's ways to do this with children that they would be able to relate and understand, to see that what lights them up and brings them joy, and to focus on their skills. And because children understand language, even before they're really able to speak it, and understand and really, really honing in on the, what makes that child unique and special.
And, and it does have to do with parents saying, oh, don't do that. Don't be so foolish. Put that stuff away. Kids at a young age, like me, I used to do play acting. Oh, shoot. Oh, sorry. There's a big, huge cat in my backyard. That's not my cat. Chasing the birds. Chasing the birds at my bird feeder. Oh, my God. Sorry. I don't know where this big...
You need to go do something. You need to go scare that cat off.
I don't think she's going to catch the birds. Okay. But I don't know where this big black cat came from.
Huh.
Anyway, sorry, I shouldn't get distracted. And maybe
look, there's a squirrel. There's a cat in the backyard chasing birds.
But doing schoolwork and stuff. I was never. My dad always wanted me to go to university, right? So, and he had it ingrained in our head that we are going to university. So, and back in the 80s, he promised, he paid for the first 2 years of my university. And I went into a Bachelor of Science because I honestly did not know that there were other avenues I could have taken. Nobody told me that I could have gone to the School of Arts. Nobody told me I could have gone and done something different. I didn't even know what I was going to take in university. So I asked my friend, what are you taking in university? And she said, oh, I'm doing Bachelor of Science with a major in psychology. And I said, oh, that sounds great. I think I'll do that too. Because I wanted to go in all of her classes because back then I had no self-esteem. I didn't want to go to university by myself. So I took all the classes that my best friend took. But then I realized I failed physics and chemistry and calculus. And those are the science courses, right? So I went in.
I used to think I wasn't good in math. I always told myself I wasn't good in math, which is why I stopped pursuing a degree in that which would make me an architect. I guess a degree in architecture. That was my first thing, because I love homes, and I will custom design my dream home someday. But I love looking at blueprints. But I was like, oh, I'm not good in math. I'm not going to do that.
Right. Isn't it funny what we tell ourselves? And I was terrible at math as well, but I excelled in the Englishes. Yet I changed to a BA. And then, Stephanie, get this. And then my 4th year in a 3-year program, I said to my father, who paid for my university, I'm going to go to chef school. And I applied for a Holland College, which is a big culinary institute of cooking in Prince Edward Island. And I applied to that Holland College. I went over there for an interview. So I was in Nova Scotia. So it was like a totally different province. And 4-hour drive away. My sister and I drove there in a snowstorm so I could get interviewed. I got accepted to chef school. I am like 22. I got accepted to chef school. I went back over. I signed all the papers. I went over to find a place to live. And then the voices started. You can't do this. You can't move away from home.
Right.
Who are you to think that you're going to move away from your sister and your dad and your hometown and all your friends? You can't do that. You can't just move away and do this. Nobody.
Right.
You can't. And I didn't. I canceled.
And,
I said I forfeited a deposit. I said no, I can't do it. I'm going to stay home because I'm not good enough, and I'm not the person who leaves home. And I didn't do it.
And Siobhan, think about this. Think about this. And you've heard me say this. If anyone can do or have anything, anyone can do or have anything. Think about Oprah. Oprah was sexually abused by a family member.
Yeah.
She was also told that she would never be a good TV personality.
Yeah.
And to me, I'm sorry, but she's one of the most powerful women in the world.
She is.
She is one of the most amazing women in the world. So I just wanted to say, hey, real quick, I just poured my garlic and rosemary infused olive oil onto my kale. And what I'm doing is I'm massaging the olive oil in the kale, and this breaks it down. And it's amazing. It just makes it soft. And so, but
I have actually been massaging my kale here too. The option that I'm going to do, and this is the beauty of it, and this is the great thing of how Stephanie and I are different, but we're the same, is that we've taken a recipe that I made up. She asked for the recipe, and literally I did like kale, beets, balsamic vinegar, olive oil, rosemary, no measurements, no nothing, no how much do I need. Did she call me and say, well, how much do I need? No, because we know this stuff.
Right.
And our methods of preparation are totally different.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't think to make it because but it's all the same. So I'm going to take my hot beets when they come out, because mine is going to be sort of a warm, wilted salad. I take my hot beets and I put them just right on top of the kale. And then the heat from the beets kind of wilts it. But I like this massaging idea a lot.
So where are you right now in your cooking?
Oh, I'm just going to turn my beets. My beets will just be another 5 minutes.
Okay, cool. Oh, is that cat still back there?
No, the cat left. Okay. I think the birds left too.
I'm doing some sea salt and cracked black pepper.
Oh, nice.
I'm just going to continue to massage.
So you did your beets in the Instapot. I don't even have an Instapot. Oh, there are my beets right here. Sort of
nice. They look amazing.
Nicely. I think they're going to be ready in just a few minutes, like I said.
So with the Instapot, you just add a little bit of water to the bottom, and then you put your Instapot like grill. Oh gosh, what's the name of it? Like with the thing that the beets rest on, so it doesn't they don't sit in the water.
Oh,
it's not
no, strainer.
Right, yeah, something like, yeah, I can't even think.
I know what you mean, though, yeah.
And I did it. I did 3 beets, but we did it on 22 minutes at high power, and they were perfect. And then what you do is you put them under running water, and the skin just falls right off.
Did you do them whole?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I cut the stems off, but I did them whole, yes. Yeah.
I bought bulk beets, round. I don't peel my beets. And I will eat them with the skin on. Yeah. Graham and I actually eat a lot of our vegetables, like yams. I love bacon and yam. Oh, yum. Yeah. Looks delicious.
I'm just going to add them.
Yeah, do it.
I'm going to mix them all up. And you know what? I didn't, I was at Aldi yesterday, and all they had was a sun-dried tomato and basil, goat cheese, crumbled goat cheese. And we have to have crumbled for this recipe. Yeah. And, cause I much prefer goat over feta, but I was like, I'm not going to go to Harris Teeter or some other place and spend $10, $20 on goat cheese.
You know, that's funny because I was looking at the goat cheese, the store that I was in yesterday. We do have goat feta in the fridge, but there's not very much of it. And yeah, and I had put a tomato basil feta in my cart, and I grabbed the wrong one. So, and then I went back, even though I thought it's feta. It's going to be so good, regardless of if it's flavored or not flavored. So
I just put a digestive enzyme in my mouth. I'm now taking digestive enzymes. It's called Digest Gold. They're like the best. And every time I put something in my mouth, because, you know, I've been having this weird distended gut issue for about 10 months now. Every test that my gastroenterologist has done has came back perfectly normal, absolutely nothing, not showing a damn thing, even a CT scan. And it's like there's something that when I eat that's causing the internal something inside and press up against my lungs to where I can't, it's hard for me to breathe sometimes.
Right. So it is, well, the digestive enzymes, certainly I do digestive enzymes if I'm going to eat a heavy food, like if I'm going to eat a heavy fat food or gluten. You know, the funny thing was I have been gluten-free for 7 years. And then Graham and I started a vegetarian diet, January of 2020. I can now eat gluten.
You know, it's amazing what you do that resets yourself.
Yes.
You know,
I don't eat a lot of it because I don't eat a huge plate of like gluten pasta, a huge plate of gluten-free pasta, but I can eat some breads. And, you know, I don't have to, when I go to a restaurant, it doesn't necessarily have to dictate my food choices, but that is, of course, with digestive enzymes. But there's some really good digestive enzymes out there for people. And I mean, your whole immune system is in your gut.
Absolutely.
So if you're swelling up, I mean, that could be definitely.
This has been going on since like right around the middle of May of last year.
Oh, wow.
Or maybe the beginning. It is the weirdest thing, because I have bouts of it here and there, but it's like lasts a week or two. You know, I actually had it like January of last year, January 2020. And then it kind of subsided, and then it came back in May, and it's just never left. And I don't know.
Yeah.
So
well, you know, mine came from when I started.
Hey, if you're joining, say something. And we haven't had any comments today, but I see people keep popping on. We have got some thumbs up, so thumbs ups.
Jax, I don't know if Jax is here. Jacqueline, she actually tried to call me today, and I was in a class. She's getting ready to go from Belize to Colombia, so she didn't know if she'd be able to come on or not.
Oh my God, she was because I had mentioned to her, like, girl, we need to come see you in Belize. She goes, come visit me in Colombia. I'm like, I've never been to Colombia or Belize. No, I would love to go both places.
Yeah, me too. Okay, I'm going to take my beets out.
Perfect. I'm adding all my roasted walnuts.
Yeah.
And again, since we got more people on, I just wanted to say thank you for your continued votes. Thank you for voting for me. We're in as 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time tonight. We will now start voting for the top 3.
Woohoo!
Top three. Y'all got to get to number one.
Yeah.
Number one.
We'll get you there. So what I've done is I took my hot beets right out of the oven and I put them on my kale. So then this is the best time to eat it once I get everything, everything on here.
My sweet baby girl just walked into the kitchen.
Sit, and I will also, because I didn't do I didn't pre-mix my dressing, I'm just going to drizzle olive oil and then drizzle the balsamic on there. Again, you know, so many different ways to do this recipe.
Oh, this looks amazing.
Oh my God, I can't wait for you to try it.
Yeah. So I'm so excited about Charleston this weekend. We actually calculated that we have not been back to Charleston since like September 2017, when it was a good friend of ours who lives there's wedding. Yeah.
Oh, wow. So Stephanie, you're celebrating your birthday.
Yes. Yeah. Celebrating my birthday. Well, you know, my birthday was Monday, but you know, that's our, you know, God, we love Charleston so much. We always stay downtown. We stay at the Embassy Suites and the Jacuzzi Suite, you know, and we're going to be having dinner at the Landing, which is this riverfront, you know, restaurant. Tyler's cousin and girlfriend are going to be meeting us down there on Saturday. We're also going to go to one of my other favorite places called the Blind Tiger. It's a speakeasy. It is so freaking amazing. They've got like a bar and a restaurant, but then you go out the back and it's this beautiful courtyard.
Oh, wow.
And you can, you know, with all these string lights and trees and flowers and everything, and it's just stunning, gorgeous. And it's literally one of my favorite bars to go to have some wine.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Did you put walnuts in there?
I did, girl. I've already done my roasted walnuts.
All right. My roasted walnuts are going in as well right now. Here we go.
Oh, and I also wanted to say, hey guys, if you haven't been tuning into my Empowered Conversations podcast, it's every Wednesday at 1 p.m. unless the guest that I'm having needs to do it at another time. I'm interviewing Pasha on the 31st at 2 p.m. all about her book. I reached out to her. I'm like, girl, I got to interview you about your book. I want to interview you. All right, so we got more people. Actually, it just went down. I want you to talk about your book again. We had a few people. Now it's down to just one. It could be the same person that's been with us.
Aren't you interviewing Kim Bond as well?
Yes. Okay. So yes, girl. Thank you for reminding me. Kim Bond is coming on. Because I even said, because she was on there yesterday and she was commenting. I'm like, girl, I need to interview you. And next week is the only spot this month that I didn't have a guest scheduled. And I'm like, girl. She's like, yeah. So she's coming on. But yeah, Empower Conversations. Yesterday's interview, you know, Siobhan and I were just talking a little bit about, one of the conversations that was being had. Boy, we went deep yesterday. I'm ready for those deep, earth-moving, you know, expound the mind, expound the mind conversations.
I'm putting my feta on here.
Nice.
You know, and that is the beauty. Again, something that's happened through this pandemic, and which warms my heart, is that you and Kim are now connected.
I know.
Right?
Yes.
Like the connection.
She's so fabulous.
That we make. Oh, she is. She's smart and intelligent. Same thing. But she's so handy. Like if I ever got stuck in the woods, I'm getting lost in the woods with Kim, because I swear to God, she'd cut down a tree, build a house, build a computer, build a car. You know, she's just so industrious.
Oh my God, she seems like that. She totally seems. Don't forget to take a picture. Okay.
Yes, I know. Yep. Oh my goodness. So look at this salad, everybody. It's so
that looks amazing, Siobhan.
I know. And I can't pick up my book now because I'm afraid with my...
I'm sure people will jump on, you know.
Yes. My book arrived today. So for those of you just joining, if you missed the news, I am a now #1 published author. I am a co-author of a book with 364 other powerful Canadian women. And it's basically an entry for every day. And we've shared stories from our lives. And it sold out in Amazon after 4 hours. We had to put another run. So what happened was, we sold out in 4 hours. So then we took all the books that we had slated for Indigo and Chapters, took those books and put them on Amazon, and then sold out again. So then we had to go back to the printer and say, okay, we've sold out everywhere. So now we need more books for Amazon and more books for Indigo and Chapters.
It's just so amazing, Siobhan.
And also the fact that I just ordered my book on Monday and I got it already. They said it was going to be, you know, they said it wasn't going to start coming until at least next week. Mm-hmm. And it's here. All right, I'm going to grab a. I
had to have a taste.
Okay, you know what? I'm just by myself and I don't have a plate. I'm going in. I'm eating right from the bowl, folks.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Isn't that great?
That is awful-rick amazing.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God. So good. I love beets.
Oh, hold on a second. Well, wait a minute. No, I still have battery.
Oh.
I forgot to use my cord to plug into the wall. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And it's been sitting here for 2 hours without a charge.
Oh, wow. I think, Stephanie, this was the fastest and probably the neatest that I've been for a recipe.
It is so good, Siobhan.
So good. Oh my God.
So
I'm
next
just
week,
eating right out of my bowl.
Oh. Did you take a picture? Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. So next week, guys, we're going to be doing, our episode is next Thursday, of course, 3:30 p.m., 12:30 Pacific Standard Time. We're going to be doing Irish bangers. She's going to do a vegetarian version. I'm going to do like a real version with real sausage. It's on damn real. I've already done an episode with a few girlfriends a couple years ago on St. Patty's Day, or maybe it was the day we were headed to a freaking party. Yeah. And like when you eat this, it's just like, oh my God, it'll be amazing.
Oh, I can't wait.
Like this one.
Graham loves coming home on Thursdays.
I bet.
Because there's always something really good waiting for him to eat. So,
are you able to clean up your hands and just hold your book up real quick?
Yes. Yeah, I can.
Because we don't want to get no beets on that beautiful white book.
No. There we go. Check out that puppy. Huge. It's really big. And if you look inside, there are the women with the stories. Look at that. Look at these women.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Story after story. And we're also, this was put on, there's a Canadian magazine called Fresh Mag. And we also, on our day, so on April 14th, I will be featured in all of Fresh Mag's social media. So their Instagram, their Facebook, their LinkedIn.
April 14th.
April 14th, everywhere. So they're doing that with every day with the authors.
Oh my God.
So there'll be another write-up. I got to do another big write-up about what I'm doing, and there'll be pictures and everything. So yeah, it's crazy how things that happen and there's so many things going on in the universe, right? There's
absolutely
so many things that we know nothing about what's going to happen.
Yeah,
we really know nothing.
Yep, you just got to keep on keeping on, Siobhan. And so y'all got to come to our communities. I have a community. It's a Facebook group called D for Rickinlicious. It's my cooking show name. And sign you. Come over and join the group. It's all about empowerment, inspiration, living your best life, being your best self. And Siobhan has now created a group. Tell everybody about your group.
Yep, I've got a group, and it's called the Spark Up Clubhouse. So the name of my business, the official name registered with British Columbia, is Siobhan's Spark Up. And Spark Up was originally, and it means to rekindle, to spark up, to light up your life, which is what my premise was. And my group, the Spark Up Clubhouse, we focus on fun and well-being. And, I'm going live in there every day with little tidbits. It's either on fitness, or it's on something funny, or it's on coaching. And, we just get in there. And again, it's about the wellness and the mindset. And it's really a place to go to feel safe and to know that there's going to be fun. There's no judgment there. There's no, there's no big political conversations. There's no pushing. I belong to several.
You know what, Siobhan? I don't allow that either. And someone made a comment under a post, something about what do y'all like about what Biden's doing, and I deleted her comment, but I immediately reached out to her and said, listen, That's not the place. Do that all over my personal page. I don't give a rat's ass.
Yeah.
But that group is not political. It's not religious. It's about fun, like yours. It's about inspiration. It's about just empowering you to see your worth and value and be your best freaking self. Live your best freaking life.
Yes. Yeah. And I mean, I belong to enough groups, and there's enough out there on Facebook about, you know, growing your business or doing whatever. And that's not what this is about. It's not about, I'm not selling my business to you. I'm not, I just wanted to provide a fun place for people to go and hang out and post stuff, or, you know, be amused by me, whatever it is. But I also have the Spark Up Community, which is my business page. Right. So I have Siobhan Spark Up Community. So there's 2 places you can go as well. And in the community, I'm doing laughter yoga classes right now, Wednesday mornings at 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, which would be 10 a.m. your time. And and I'm doing laughter yoga classes, at least for the next 3 Wednesdays, because I did one yesterday and it was very successful. And who doesn't want to start their day off with laughter? Yeah.
Who doesn't want to start their day off with freaking laughter? Imagine the endorphins that's generating in your body, how that sets you up to have a great fucking day. You know?
I know. Had I known about laughter yoga a year ago. What? Okay, remember how Stephanie was saying that she didn't have a charge in her phone or in her laptop? I think that we might have lost Stephanie, and we're still live. Havana, Gila, Hava. Yeah, we are still live, so I'm just gonna keep eating for about 5 minutes, and if she comes back, or no, she's texting me. So let's see what's going on with Stephanie. I might have to close out the show. Let's see. I thought the computer had more battery. Okay. Let's find out, shall we? Nothing like live TV or live community, live computer. I'm going to say, should I sign off? Look at this real time drama. Oh, she's gone. So I think what I'm going to do, because she's gone now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sign off, I think, for today, unless she comes back with something else that I should be doing. I see the little dots moving. You know how little dots move when people text you. Now, it's a good thing that I don't need to rely on somebody else to keep talking, because I can just keep talking and talking and talking and talking. And she's still talking because she hasn't actually come through with an actual message yet. She's just keep talking. And I'm going to try to come back on real quick. So you heard it from her. I have permission to keep talking. So here we are. So where are you from? I can't even see comments. So even if you're watching, I don't know, because I can't see your comments. But I appreciate it if you are watching, and if you have been tuning in, if you're one of our regular viewers on Food Therapy, we really, really appreciate you coming on and supporting us as we navigate our way through doing an online cooking show together. And, you know, our cupboards match. We didn't plan that. The first time my husband watched an episode, he's like, Are you girls in the same kitchen? Because you look like you are. That's just an added bonus. So yeah. Her computer has to back up. We could be here all day. At least I have food. Let's play a staring game. Have you blinked yet? I blinked. I lost. Okay, let's try it again. Okay, we're going to do another staring game. I haven't blinked yet. Oh, I just did. Oh, see, as soon as I said I hadn't blinked, I blinked. How are you doing on your staring contest? I know it's a good thing you're not paying for all this good entertainment, or, you know, I'd have to give you your money back, because I don't think a staring game in the computer is high quality entertainment. That said, she's back. Wait till Stephanie finds out how I amused you. She'll be so impressed.
My doggone phone died. I mean, my doggone computer died. I forgot to plug it in.
Wait till you hear what I did to entertain people.
What?
Because I don't even know if there's anybody here or not. We played a staring game to see. Yeah, we stare to see who would blink first. I think I lost. I think I lost both time. I'm like, what can we do? Let's play a staring game.
Let's play the staring game.
Yeah, I know. I did that. So if anybody just happened to be scrolling by on their Facebook or whatever, and turned it on, they might have seen me like this. And they would have been like, what? I got to tune into that, see what that's all about. But I was keeping them apprised of the situation because, of course, we had our phone. And when I said, oh, she just told me to keep talking. I don't need permission to keep talking, but I will.
Yeah, exactly. Just keep talking. Well, see, I wasn't sure if when my computer died, if it ended the broadcast.
Right. No,
because I'm no longer connected to the internet. If my computer, but I guess you were still showing that it was live.
Oh,
that's freaking
live
cool.
and full screen. I know.
Snafus are us. Snafus are us.
Well, that's what I said. You know, I thanked everybody for bearing with us. Through the online, and I said that I felt really lucky because at least I had something to eat while I waited to come back on. So, but oh my God, I'm gonna pour myself a whole serving of this kale salad, and this is definitely going to be my lunch, and probably outside as well.
This will be my dinner, probably my breakfast tomorrow. Oh yeah, I've got. You know what? I'm actually going to send someone with my Airbnb guest. I'm going to give them some of this thing. Take to work. Yeah, they'll love it. I think they'll love it. They haven't. Last week they tried the bean salad. I know Covey liked it. I don't know. I don't know if it's that good or not. It might have been a little bit too spicy, but it might have had too much cumin.
Too much cumin. Yeah. No, Graham loved it as well. He took it for lunch every day.
Oh, that's
as like a side dish for lunch every day.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Awesome.
Well, Steph, I think we might be done.
Yeah, I think we are.
And hardly any mess. And yes, I'm going to take a couple more pictures here as well.
This was definitely a clean recipe.
Oh my God, yeah, so good and so simple, and a great way to incorporate beets and kale into your diet. You know, the feta with the walnuts and the
goat cheese.
Yeah, really adds up the flavors, right? Lots of
frickin' yes.
Yes.
Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us today.
Woo!
Stay tuned next week. We're making Irish bangers. She's going to do it vegetarian style, and I'm going to do it with the sausage, with the real sausage.
I'm going to do it vegetarian style, and you're not even going to know the difference.
Yeah, you're not. It's going to be delicious.
I'm excited.
All right, guys.
Yay. Bye, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Check out our groups. Check out our books. Check out Stephanie's
contest.
Which way? That way.
Yeah.
So, her contest, and we are moving and shaking.
No, wrong way.
Yeah,
there we go.
There we go. It's the small things that amuse us, friends.
I have to come up to my laptop to end the broadcast. So,
bye, everybody. See you next week. Bye.